What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost. It returns in December. This is early predictions. Now, this is based off the little teaser trailer that they put out and what we saw last in the last 5 episodes of Power Book 2 Ghost. Now I want you guys to leave your early predictions for each of these characters that you see in this picture right here, because I believe these people right here are going to have very, very interesting stories, and they're going to play a big role in the second half of Power Book 2 Ghost. Now I'm going to break down what we saw in that little teaser, and I know a lot of my chess players out there, they was breaking it down in the trailer video as well, talking about the way the chess pieces was set up, you know, King's Gambit, all stuff like that. So we're going to break it down, and we ain't going to get too detailed, but we're going to talk about what we did see. Now, remember, we have the Rook, the Bishop, the Knight, the Queen, the King. Remember, those are the pieces that we have to look out for. These are the pieces that Tariq was talking about in the last episode. Now, what pieces did we see for sure break in this trailer? Well, for a fact, we saw the Queen. The Queen is broken up. We know the Queen is who? Tasha is the Queen on the board, and also Monet. So does that let us know something's going to happen with them? Not necessarily saying that they're going to die, but could something happen? In this trailer also, we saw the Knight. The Knight on this board is Cooper Saxe and Davis McLean, and also Drew, who wasn't on the board, and we're going to talk about that as well. Then we see the Bishop, and who is the Bishop on the board? Lauren and Diana. Does that mean someone dies? Not necessarily. Something bad could just happen. Tariq could be able to neutralize them. Remember, we were talking about this board, this game, in Tariq's perspective, right? So that's why they put it out here, and I believe that's why we got to talk about it. That's why we got to break it down. But no one is safe. Randy Kemp has said this time and time again. So any of these guys can go instantly. We just don't know when. Now, we know the main characters like Tariq and Tasha most likely are not going to go anywhere. But let's just go over the characters that we did see in this trailer, in the pictures that they showed us. Now, Kane, of course. With some early predictions for Kane, well, the last time we saw Kane, he was pretty much having issues with his mother. He was going over things with the whole Officer Ramirez. He doesn't like how she's running things. He doesn't like that she's not going by the original family code and how she's doing things her way. And also, Kane, he's a Rook, and he doesn't necessarily like how Tariq is doing things as well. We can see conflict between the two. I've seen some of you guys say these two may team up, but we know Tariq is able to neutralize Kane, and he's been doing that so far. So I expect nothing less, but also keep an eye on Kane because he's eager to prove he can do more than just enforce. Now, Diana, she's a Bishop. We have to keep our eyes on her as well. Tariq is the one that needs to watch her because she's trying to get close. Tariq is not really showing her that attention, but Tariq is very aware on what she is doing. And that's going to be a problem because if Tariq knows you're coming for him, he's able to adapt. He's able to counter whatever you're going to bring his way. If Diana's going to make a move, she has to do it in a way that Tariq doesn't see it coming. So I'm eager to see exactly what she's going to do this second time around because she didn't end off episode 5 in the best way. Now, Cooper Saxe, he is a Knight, and we already saw what Cooper Saxe has done over the whole series of Power. Now, of course, Tariq doesn't know what Cooper Saxe is doing right now, which it can be an advantage for Cooper Saxe. So once Tariq finds out what Cooper Saxe is doing, I want to know how he's going to adapt to it. But then again, it could be too late. He might not find out until the actual trial. And if that's the case, Tariq is going to have to adapt, and he's going to have to pretty much counter on spot. I mean, he ain't going to really have a whole lot of time. So we're going to see how that plays out. But he's a guy that needs to be watched at all times, cannot be trusted. And he's only in it in his best interest. Now, Monet, of course, is the Queen. Tariq's his eyes is always on Monet. He's trying to see exactly what she's doing. Her eyes is always on Tariq. The thing about Monet is she always sends other people to do her job, to do the work that she needs to get done. Tariq understands this. He's very aware, as he told her, I know you're sending your kids after me to look after me, to watch me. If Tariq can neutralize Monet, he can have a very powerful position, and this position is going to be tough for Tariq to get. He's going to have to figure out a way to do that, and getting to Monet's kids will probably be the way. Now, Tasha is the queen. Now, we saw the queen on the board get destroyed, as well as Monet's queen. I mean, we don't really know what queen got destroyed, actually. They just show the queen get destroyed. Now, Tasha, she's trying to protect Tariq, but it's going to be kind of hard for her to do that because she doesn't really have a whole lot of power. Early predictions for her, I think we're going to see a little bit more focus on what's going on with Tasha locked up. We saw a little bit of that in the first 5 episodes, but I think in these last 5, we're going to see a deeper level of that because she was setting up shop just in case something goes down. She needs protection, and with Lorenzo, the king, over her and over Tariq, it's going to be very difficult for her to do that, so she cannot make any mistakes because she is being watched at all times. Now, Davis McLean, he's the other knight, and Tariq doesn't know Davis McLean's moves right now. Now, the real question is Davis McLean really willing to work with Cooper Saxe, or is it just all game? We know Davis McLean, he wants to win. My early prediction for him is to continue his game plan to just win. And then when it's all said and done at the very end, we're going to see Davis McLean's final move. What will it be? Will he strike at Tariq really, or will he strike at Cooper Saxe? That's something that we got to wait for, and it's going to take some time, but if he does strike at Tariq's going to have to really counter very quickly. Now, Lauren, she's the other bishop. Just like Diana, Lauren, she's more of a mystery still, and she cannot be trusted at all. You saw that in the last episode. She clearly just left Tariq. They're all drunk. She showed no interest in helping him out at all. She wants this fellowship scholarship as well. She knows Tariq is her competition. So Tariq, while he's watching Diana and the Tejadas, he really needs to pay close attention to Lauren. She's a person that can get close and she can strike. So Tariq, he cannot trust no one. Definitely can't trust Lauren, in my opinion. It's going to get ugly. Now, Brayden, he's the other rook. And with Brayden and Tariq's relationship, I believe that Brayden is a character that Tariq needs to keep close. He needs Brayden for that protection and to do a lot of work. Brayden is the key to helping out Tariq, but at the same time, Brayden, he is a high risk because he's very unaware of certain things. He lets certain people get to him. We already saw what Cooper Saxe was able to do in the last 2 episodes. So your boy Brayden still has a lot to learn, but I believe he can still help out Tariq and help him defeat the opposition. Now, the king, Tariq, of course, they had him in the middle. He's laughing. As of right now, it ain't looking too good. They say laugh now, cry later. Well, we're going to see if Tariq is going to be laughing at the end when this is all said and done. Now, if Tariq is unaware of what's all going on between Cooper Saxe and Davis McLean and also other characters, it ain't going to be looking too good for him. Now, if Tariq is able to find out and figure out what these people are up to, it's going to be dangerous for other people, because the last thing you want is Tariq figuring out what you're trying to do. If he knows your moves, he's going to be able to counter you, and he's going to go for the kill, especially if he really has to. If he really feel like he has to take you out, he definitely would do that. I'm eager to see how he adapts to the new targets that's going to be coming at him in the second half of Power Book 2 Ghost. Now, who was not on the actual picture? We know Drew, he's a knight. We didn't see him on the actual picture, but we know he is a knight. Your boy Tariq already said that. The question is, will he be a sacrifice? His description says this guy will have, pretty much he's going to have deadly consequences. His family will, based on what he's doing out there. So Drew is a character that we got to continue to look at. He could be a sacrifice, y'all, or he can sacrifice someone else. I'm eager to see how that all plays out. And also, the other king that we did not see. This is who Tariq really has to take out when it's all said and done. As of right now, he's making his moves on Monet, but he needs to get to this guy. He is the head. Lorenzo controls a lot of different things. Lorenzo can instantly send a hit to Tasha and take her out. He can instantly send a hit to Tariq and take him out. What is Tariq going to do to neutralize this? Now, in order for Tariq to get close to Lorenzo, he's going to need Tasha's help. Once Tasha figures out who's watching her, I believe she's going to be able to neutralize and adapt and set up a plan to possibly do something to Lorenzo, which is going to be very, very difficult for her to do, but it is possible. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I want to see the moves each player makes, and I want to see how every character is going to adapt to certain situations. Maybe you're definitely going to see that in this next half of Power Book 2 Ghosts. It will return in December. Yes, December. They haven't officially released the date. I believe the date that I saw like a month ago, because I knew about this like a month back or whatever. Now, early dates, it was talking about December 6th or something like that. I believe it's like the first Sunday of December. So that's a date we got to pay close attention to, because Power could be possibly coming back on that day. I know they probably finishing up doing all the edits and getting everything ready for the last 2 episodes. And I can't wait to see how it all plays out. But you guys leave your early predictions. Let me know what you think is going to happen based off those chess pieces. How did you see it playing out? Leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. I will continue to give you guys more Power content this week. We're going to also talk about some of those storylines that we saw in the last episode. So stay tuned. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.